The Season 2 finale of Harley Quinn closed the book on Ivy's relationship with Kiteman, a relationship that's been a big part of this series since the second episode, and opened one for Harley and Ivy finally getting together after 2 seasons of speculation and anticipation. In an episode that both served as a great season finale and as a suitable ending to the series if it comes to that. Although here's hoping it doesn't, #Renew Harley Quinn. Hello everyone, I'm Dan the Man. And after 2 seasons of this great show, we end with the bang. Literally at one point. Despite the ending of last episode, Poison Ivy still wants to go through with the wedding, both because she does still care about Kiteman, even if she doesn't actually love him, and because maybe she just thinks she should. Originally, the first season was intended to be 2 13-episode parts, but they ended up splitting it and calling it Seasons 1 and 2. So this episode was originally intended to be the finale of 26 episodes, and had the daunting task of ending in a way that would both leave it open to continue to more seasons if they were lucky enough to get it, and I hope they are, but also would be a satisfying series finale if it turned out to not have any more episodes after this. I think they succeeded in both parts, with some cameos and callbacks of the last 2 seasons, while getting resolution both on Ivy and Kiteman, and officially leaving the show with Harley and Ivy as a full-on couple. It was a somewhat controversial move, and that over 2 seasons, Kiteman had become a surprising fan favorite. So many fans, even though I think they would have had to have seen by the last few episodes, if not before, where this was going, were still holding out hope that they would somehow end the season with Ivy and Kiteman together. But the vast majority wanted to see Harley and Ivy together, and as I've said before, that is a relationship that's accurate to the comic books. I do think that they handled it well by having Kiteman finally be the one to have enough self-respect to realize Ivy didn't want him and be the one to call off the wedding. It was a good way to have him bow out with dignity, well, as much as he ever had, that if Ivy had flat out left him for Harley or refused to marry him at the altar or the like. And while the resolution of the Harley, Ivy, Kiteman love triangle was the obvious focus of the episode, we got some good stuff with Gordon as well. Christopher Maloney was great in the story of trying to arrest the wedding. It had some great moments that showed why Commissioner Gordon had been stealing the show for the last 2 seasons. Also a highlight was Harley breaking out of Arkham alongside Two-Face, although we never saw what happened to him after that. I guess he didn't want to attend the wedding. I also loved the gag of the mayor offering the key to the city to Space Cabbie, T.O. Morrow, and Vibe, and Tommy Tomorrow is a deep cut for sure. Interestingly, Space Cabbie was advertised at one point to be part of an upcoming DC Universe show called Bizarro TV, although little has been said about that show since its first announcement some time ago, so I don't know if that's actually still going to happen or if it's one of those shows that just unfortunately ended up in production limbo. Either way, it looks like Harley Quinn beat them to using it. Who would have thought 2 shows would have wanted to use Space Cabbie? Real quick interlude, this is Dan from the future editing the video, and I did find out while I was editing this that Space Cabbie was also in Justice League Action, so this wasn't his first adaptation on the screen. Space Cabbie is apparently much more popular than I thought. Of course, the show ended with the arrest going haywire and devolving into a final scene full of comedy, fast-paced action, and emotional character moments. All the things this show does great. I really hope that we get another season of Harley Quinn. It's recently been announced that Harley Quinn's first 2 seasons will be on HBO Max. The show is not moving, it will just be on both services, just like Doom Patrol is. And a similar move is what helped Doom Patrol get a 2nd season, so here's hoping that's the good news for Harley Quinn's future. In the current times, I'm not taking for granted anything, be it a new season of his existing show, or a new show not already announced is happening. We are in crazy times after all, but here's hoping for some good news. I'm optimistic we'll eventually get a 3rd season, but if this is how the series ends, I can live with that also, because this was a great ending in and of itself. If the worst happens and this is how the show goes out, then they ended it with the great 26-episode run and with the great final episode. Although, I really hope that isn't the final episode, and I encourage anyone who doesn't want it to be to get out there on social media and #Renew Harley Quinn. Thanks for watching, and thanks for everyone who's been with me and with this channel through the crazy ride of these last 2 seasons of Harley Quinn. For anyone who doesn't know, I'm also doing reviews of Stargirl and Doom Patrol, DC Universe's other 2 shows going on right now, and I hope anyone who's a fan of those shows might consider giving those videos a try as well. If not, I'm happy to have had you guys here for Harley Quinn, and hopefully we one day can all be back to enjoy a 3rd season. I'm Dan the Man, and I'll see you next time.